everybody, so I am going to be making dinner today and it's already started, but I figured it's already looking pretty good, so I would make kind of a mealtime Friday video. It's a very cold, dark, and rainy day in California today, and I'll just show you outside a little bit. You can see through the screen, it's pretty cloudy and overcast, and it's been raining all day, so I am going to be making a very hearty soup, and it's so far has been really easy. I've just been throwing together stuff that I've had. So pretty much this is the pot so far, and in my pot I have a small butternut squash that I just chopped up and put in, a handful or two of frozen peas, probably about a ½ pound of turkey that I defrosted, a half a red onion, and some garlic paste. I use this type of garlic, and I did a pretty big squeeze of that. And I also used some of this. And if it's not hot enough, I will most likely use some hot sauce. So that's in there. I have some cans of stuff that I might add in. I'm not really sure if I will or not right now. I probably will add the tomatoes for sure, but since I used the butternut squash, I won't need to use the pumpkin. I probably won't use the beans either, so it might just be 2 additions of tomatoes and maybe a little bit of corn. Yeah, so the spices that I used are pretty much my go-to spices. It's garlic powder, coriander, cumin, chili powder, and a bay leaf. So those are my go-to spices that I always pretty much use when I make a soup. They're just my favorite combination. I also added in some sea salt and some cracked pepper. So that's going right now. It's been cooking for probably, I don't know, maybe 8 minutes so far. And this is probably going to take a little bit longer than my usual bean soup stew, just because it has the butternut squash and it's fresh. So it's going to need time to really cook down and soften. So I'm hoping this soup is going to be really hearty and will be really good for a rainy day type of meal. And yeah, so I'll check back in with you guys and let you know what I added at the end and show you the finished product. Okay guys, so this is what I ended up with. I did end up using some of the corn. I ended up using, this is still the can that I used, so I only used I don't know, maybe 1/4 of a cup of corn and about 1/4 to 1/2 cup of tomatoes. I did use some broth. I had some, this is the jar, but this is homemade broth that I had made that I still had, so I used some of that, and then I supplemented with about half of some Swanson, and I think I'm forgetting something. Oh, and olive oil. I forgot to mention that before. I started out with the onions with some olive oil. And then I just took some English muffins and put some cheese on them and melted them, so that's going to be my side. And that's my soup.